drafting or exercising its constituent power to be able to discuss or propose amendments to the Constitution, but is the filing by any member of Congress of a resolution of both houses and the referral by the plenary of Congress to a committee on constitutional amendments, are they not a clear sign that a member of Congress or a component of Congress, such as the House of Representatives, is already exercising its constituent power to propose amendments to the Constitution? What is your view on that, Mr. Justice? Thank you.
I believe, Mr. Congressman, that the filing of a joint resolution to propose amendment to the Constitution is sufficient signal that if adopted, such action converts the legislature into a constituent assembly.
Thank you, Mr. Justice. Chairman.
Thank you, Kong Noy, Kong Arjun, and then to be followed by Kong Lu Fortun.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Justice, sir,
Yes.
I would like to ask your opinion about matters of style. You see, Mr. Chair, Mr. Justice, we are 10, 20, or 30 years from now, if our amendments here are approved to a plebiscite, one law student might chance upon our work here, and that law student might read, say for example, section 11 about the ownership of mass media. On the first part of the sentence, it says there that it is limited to citizens of the Philippines unless otherwise provided by law. And that law student might give a comment that this is superfluous, this is verbose. Why not remove the entire provision, and it will have the same effect of, allowing allowing foreigners to own mass media. You see, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because we are tinkering here with the Philippine Constitution. It should be the best, well-written piece of document in the country. So I would like to ask if you share the same vision that this can still be improved. If we agree in principle that we are opening up our economy, perhaps in the subsequent procedures we can change this so it will be better written, involve other members of Congress to add their inputs, so that we can come up with the best version of the Constitution that we can get. Mr. Justice, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. As the saying goes, when you deal with crucial matters, you can leave elegance to the tailor. What is important is clarity. It may not be in the best prose, but as long as it's clear, it is, for me, sufficient drafting. But I agree with you, if it can be improved to make it more acceptable in terms of aesthetics, why not? But we have to be careful that in trying to make it beautiful, you might be miscommunicating the essence of what you want to communicate. So clarity first, then style later. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Justice, Mr. Chair. I have no further questions.
Deputy Speaker, Dinan Hernandez, you want to say something?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is just a reiteration of the earlier statement of Justice Ascuna that Justice, this is just to confirm your statement that you agreed with the question of our colleague Congressman Defensor, that as far as compliance with the Constitution, and as far as compliance with the procedure in amending the Constitution, the joint resolution that has been acted on the plenary and refer to the Committee on Justice for deliberation, constitutional amendments are enough compliance as far as amending the Constitution.
Let me clarify that. Joint resolution means both. Senate and House must adopt it, not just the House. Joint with the Senate yun eh. So if it's adopted according to your rules, the rules of the Senate and the rules of the House, and adopted by the both Senate and House, then it is sufficient signal that you are proposing to act as a body under Article 17. What I only think is required is a clear signal that you are no longer going to act as an ordinary legislature under Article 6. But this has to be joint because don't forget the Senate. This is a bicameral legislative body. So it should be joint resolution by both House and Senate.
Well, Justice, after the committee will act and vote on the proposal to amend the Constitution, this will be again forwarded to Senate for them to act. Again, my question is that with the procedure Congress is adopting now, there's a resolution, the committee acted on the amendments and later on might vote on it. I think that's more than enough in terms of compliance with informing the public that we are amending the Constitution, and this in fact gained so much public attention as far as what we're doing right now. I think that's more than enough compliance as far as telling everybody that we are acting and amending the Constitution.
Correction, Mr. Chairman. You are not amending the Constitution. You are merely proposing to amend the Constitution.